All right, let's get into this video.
Called out Poetic Flakko for kissing up to Myron Gaines. Well, I just found another video of Flakko doing the exact same thing, except for this time he was being overly friendly with a white guy who openly uses the N-word. But shout out to Point and Shoot because he did an amazing job putting together these clips of Poetic. Check this out.
I want to talk to you guys about Poetic Minyango Jala.
Jala is my real name.
Because he's completely out of control. Wait till you see these clips. You're not going to believe. So Jala has had this uprise, as many of you already know. And he's reinvented himself as this anti-racist, pro-black, anti-white supremacist guy.
He is a white dude. You know, I come on his app and I cook white supremacists. So I speak on white supremacists.
I really didn't know this about him, so I was very kind of surprised. Well, I wasn't really surprised because he lives in North Dakota, and typically, if you live in North Dakota, you're mostly going to be conservative. Most of them are conservative. So I think he's putting this on just for a black audience. It's just about money for him. I don't think he cares about black people like that, which is like, this is one thing you're never going to get from me on YouTube. I'm not going to be like, the positions that I take today are firm. They're not going to change. I'm not going to come here tomorrow and be doing Kamala Harris pro-black videos or Umar Johnson videos. I'm exactly what I am today, tomorrow, and forever. If you're over there sitting out there thinking that something is going to change as far as me, especially if it comes to the fact that maybe I'm getting views or I'm getting attention, then I switch up. And this is what the Tariqs have been calling cosplaying, tethering. This is where it comes from. You know, you got to stand firm. You have to be a nana. You got to say, hey, this is what I stand for, even if it's not popular. This is me. This is what you get. It is what it is, man. Take it or leave it. Subscribe or unsubscribe. I don't give an F. That is it. It is what it is, man. But knowing this about him, really, you know, I come to his defense because he was fighting O'Shea and he's African. I tend to defend my people regardless, right? But I also want to keep it honest when I find things like this about people. It really surprised. Well, I was shocked to hear that about him, but I must say that the few videos I watched today about Flakko was not impressive, and I'm like, you are part of the problem. Like with diaspora wars in full gear, you got to pick a side. You can't be fighting these people's battles, man. They got enough channels to do it. And if this is all a money play and you're just trying to make money, I mean, I'm looking at his body language and I'm like, this guy doesn't even believe what he's saying, man. Come on, bro. Where do you stand, man?
Supremacy. I cook them. I cook the racist white dude.
You know, I've been covering Jala for many years, and this is not the Jala that I know.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
$2,500 for
This is
the
a
box.
different Jala. So totally different Jala. Before the Jala I know is an openly racist bigot, and everyone knew he was open about it.
Some blue, purple, wide nose, pink lip nigga was us scamming them good white folks, my nigga. Fuck that nigga, man.
And the first clip that I want to show you is Trap Lore Ross. You know, Trap Lore Ross, the British YouTuber, true crime guy. He likes to cover a lot of murder and stuff like that. He told Jala to his face that he didn't feel comfortable making content with him as a collaborator because Jala was so racist.
Some people said I shouldn't meet up with you.
Why?
And I think the reason is, I think some of the opinions that people get onto you about, I don't know the best way to phrase it, sensitively, people say you hate black people.
Yes.
Is what they're saying,
yes,
right? Or that you're self-hating or whatever.
Yeah.
I think people that said the same shit to me were like worried that if I'm sat down with you, you're going to kind of put things across to me in a certain way that is going to...
I know this guy, Trap Lore guy. I've watched a few of his videos, British guy. For him for people to say he the white dude, shouldn't do videos with Flakko would mean that Flakko was probably even the extreme of me, right? So why the sudden U-turn? What changed? Is it just the money? Do these people have any principles that they stand on? Are these behaviors contributing to what black folks are saying about black immigrants? Because come on, you got to pick a lane, bro. If you don't like them, you might as well not take their money. You know, if you say, hey, these are my positions, I don't have pro-black positions. Okay, I don't. I don't have it. Never have. All my life, I never have. You will not find any clip of me anywhere holding pro-black positions. I'm pro-human. I hate stupid people. And sometimes stupid people come in the form of black people. Most of the time, they come in the form of black people. Okay, so they find themselves in that category. You're never gonna find a video of me 10 years from now, 10 years ago, showing different positions. I think I may have softened my views a little bit. I used to even be more conservative beyond what you Americans would call conservatism. I'm like way to the extreme ends of things, but in a more intellectual way. Like the things that I strongly believe in, like like homosexuality and those things. It's only due to my religious beliefs. So those things, those positions never change. It's not gonna go anywhere. Even in corporate America, I don't take these gay tolerance classes, these diversity classes. I'm not in favor of any diversity programs. I'm never a part of it because it's not compulsory. As long as I'm not forced to take it, I don't take it. I don't want to soften my positions when it comes to certain things. I believe what I believe. But for him to do this, and people, I watched this guy that did the real video, and he says Flacco made these changes over the last 4 months. So it's like, what happened? Like, have people all of a sudden forgotten? Or is he just taking advantage of black people because they seem to be his audience, right? Which reminds me of what O'Shea is today, right? It's the same, they're competing for the same group of audience. So you gotta with black folks, you gotta be nice to them, right? You gotta be really, really nice to them for them to patronize your product, right? So of course it's capitalism suicide for these people to hold positions the way I do. Like I just call it down the middle, man. If you're full of shit, you're full of shit. I don't care. And I don't care for your money. And a part of the reason is that I don't do YouTube for a living. So I have enough room to be myself, right? I can say whatever the fuck I want. As long as it's within the guidelines of YouTube, I will say it. If it hurts your feelings, I don't give a damn. I don't need your views. I'm not begging for it. You're not doing me any favors whatsoever. I say whatever the fuck I want. And I want to keep it this way. I'm never going to change for algorithms to please and entice people. You're never going to get that out of me. That's not what this is about. So when you come here, be ready to hear things that you may not like. But let's keep going.
Make me look bad. Now, let's be real. Some of the stuff you've said, I don't really agree with personally. But like, we got a different viewpoint. We can have a debate.
So this is what he was literally. I mean, this was his reputation, was being the racist guy, and he also would lie constantly. And
he prays that every gang member
dies
like that.
Now, I don't support that. Like me personally saying, I don't wish death on nobody, right? Saying that all gang members should die, to me, that's some foul shit. But let's just talk about like the I wish nothing but death on a nigga like a Future. Fuck that. I wish death on Future.
Talking about is not an issue.
Okay, that is too extreme. Like even as crazy as I get, I don't think I get to the point of wishing. I think I think people that do gang stuff are animals. Like that's how I consider them. But that is a different turf, different territory. It's a side of Black America that I don't like, so I also don't talk about it. If I don't like something, I will not talk about it. I have no respect for those dudes. They are living in one part of town. I'm living in one part of town. Our worlds will never unite, so therefore I don't care what they do because the stuff they do impacts their community. It doesn't impact Black immigrants. It doesn't impact me. So I don't care what gangbangers are doing to themselves and their community and their society. Whoever they are killing is their own people. What say do I have? I don't support that they're doing that, but I don't wish death on them because that is their culture, that is their community. The hell with it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about it. This is why you never come here and hear me talk about gang activity and gang stuff. I don't respect it, man. It's not something that I think about. Normal people don't think in that light. So, but I think what Flacco is saying is a little bit too extreme for my liking. And for some reason, these folks have all forgotten about it. That's interesting.
But it's where I go beyond of I wish death.
Well, maybe just don't do that.
Every time I turned around, he was lying again about something, and it was always a grift. Like, it's exhilarating for him to run these grifts and these lies You're not going to believe these next clips that I'm going to play you. This is Jala allowing the N to be used by white people in his presence.
Lay down and be like, okay, a black guy's yelling at me. I guess I got to just...
And that's why I love Danny. I told you, right? This is why I think Danny is the greatest white boy ever. Because, like, for example, white boys who would, like, come here and, you know, say, oh, my God, I'm so sorry, you know, Black Lives Matter type shit, right? Just bend over, right?
He did agree to go to the neighborhood and do a toy drive.
Danny's the white boy who gonna say, fuck all that, bro. I said it. I stand on the A.
I want to talk to you guys about this beef that's heating up between Musty Minyango Tokpa
Frederick Jala is my real name.
and the mayor Munchie B from Inglewood Family Blood Gang.
So these are some serious allegations. And the reason why I wanted to play this is I saw what Flakko did to Corey Holcomb. And this may sound like I'm defending Corey Holcomb. But like, I lost all kinds of respect for that dude, man. And I noticed he's starting to join the diaspora wars. I'm like, yeah, you guys are all, you're not creative. Everybody's going to something that is easy, right? Because you guys think the Haitians, the Caribbean guys, the Africans are easy pickings. So you're doing the worst. So all these people that were supposed to be comedians, creatives, they're all moving into these diaspora wars because that is where the viewership is and that's where the money is. It's easy money to mock the Africans. Go ahead, right? Well, we're going to mock you too. On our end, we're going to mock you too, right? And nobody on that side should come here and say, oh, why are you guys doing this? Well, what else do we have to do? Sit down and just watch you guys disrespect us and not say anything back? No, same behaviors, man. You hit us, we hit you. It is what it is. But there are some allegations here that I don't like, you know, considering how hard he went on this Corey Holcomb issue when it came to this pedo stuff, and he's being accused of doing some pedo stuff. So let's see. And I kind of believe this guy, you know, I believe this FBA guy due to how Flakko responded to this.
But again, bro.
You about to look stupid. You know they clipping this, right?
And this beef has reached a level the likes of which we have never seen. I mean, we've seen them go back and forth already. Munchie B was the one who broke the original story about Jala tricking and jawing across this nation.
He paid $2,500 for the box.
Paying for women and stuff to perform onto him.
Yeah, he's paid $2,500 to sleep with women, you know. Man, a dude looks like he needs some gym, bro. Like you know, when he's filming like this, I didn't know how badly out of shape this motherfucker was, man. Like I said, there are some things as a man you can control. And your weight is one of those things, man. Just hit the gym, bro. You know, this is how I differentiate between people that want to work hard overall and people that just want to commentate and talk about things they will never do themselves. Get a gym membership. You're making good money. Get a personal trainer. Eat right. That's all you need to do, buddy. Man, I saw this dude packing up his stomach, man. I was like, what the fuck, bro? This is so wrong, beyond every level, you know? And I was like, I didn't expect that from an African, bro. But this is also what happens. If you're an African man and you deviate from the culture to be part of a different culture, this is what you become. You know, you become like them. That's what we've always been talking about. When you leave what has worked for your cultures, generation, and your people, generation after generation after generation, you come into North America and you try to align with something that we all know doesn't work. We know what black culture is today. We know it's not working. It's not working out in their marriages. That's why these men are flying all over the damn place. Somebody was wishing bad on my marriage as if that's the end of the world. No. My marriage is good. Why? Because I work on my marriage, you know? I go to church on Sundays, general church. Then I go to church on Mondays for what we call Marriage Mondays. So every Monday we go to church to work on our marriage. That means we're very intentional about where we are and where we're going. This thing is not easy. Being married, raising children is at the height of a man's responsibility, which a lot of these people fail, and they will always fail at it because they are not hardworking people. The concept of hard work has not been taught to this generation of men. And the few people that have the platform to talk about it, they spend their energies talking about bullshit. And these people live on YouTube, so they don't learn anything. But Flakko's problem is due to association. If he doesn't join the league, he doesn't conform to this bullshit, he'll be a much better off person. He'll take care of his health much better. He'll probably take care of his money better, won't be tricking it up. He'd be settled down. I mean, you're from a country of beautiful women, Liberia, bro. You can settle down and not act a degenerate like these fools. And no amount of money is going to change him because he's so far gone. And now he's joined the grift. He's doing the same thing, moving here, moving there, changing his political ideology just to make money. I've been rooting for him because I like when people are very successful. I don't like to make videos against guys that are doing things successfully. Capitalists are people that I like. And as far as his hustle, no problems, much respect. But his personality and the things that he's been accused of doing, got no respect for. Completely not African. Definitely not African.
And everything else like that. Well, the other day, the cuck was able to get Jala and Munchie B on the phone live on air.
What?
And it was fabulous. I mean, wait till you see these clips.
This nigga said an underage prostitute.
I could prove that, bro. Don't force my hand.
This is nothing like what we've seen. We've seen Jala respond to Munchie before, but he kept it cool. He pretended like this, like prostitution was normal and everything. Remember?
What can I say, bruh? All right. I ran through half of LA, man. What can I say, man?
Well, he ain't keeping it cool this time. Lush says that he hasn't seen Jala this mad, and Lush is up close to Jala all the time. He says he hasn't seen Jala this mad since the day that he bursted into the office when he wanted to attack MJTV.
What?
No, hey, I ain't gonna lie. He was out of character.
I never heard you. that was a lot.
I seen him mad only once like that was when he came to fight MJTV.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. He was running around this
bro,
room,
he
right?
busted it.
This motherfucker needs to hit the gym, bro. This is not healthy. To be this little or this short and this big, that's like a 400-pounder, bro. What the fuck are you eating? But you got all this money. Get you a personal trainer, bro. Get you a personal trainer. Hit the gym. I mean, if you have to slow down on making videos, cut your video time down to 1 or 2 videos a day. You got all time in the world. This content thing doesn't take so much time at all. I mean, for the guys that have perfected it the way Flakko has, I'm sure he has a process. It's hit, record, go. Shit, bro. Just get healthy, man. When I saw this, I was like, what the fuck?
In the door and was like, and he was knocking over cameras.
For some reason, there's some real heat right there between.
You know what? I'd actually like to play that clip for old time's sake. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Get your buddy.
Yeah.
This shit the industry. It's time to name.
Oh shit! No, nigga, get off!
Hold on. Watch the camera. Watch the camera. Watch the camera, man.
How you doing outside? Just do it outside.
Yeah, we outside, bitch. Come on. Go outside. Come on, no. Bro, we outside, bitch.
Yeah, you go outside. Take that shit outside.
Come on.
He was very upset that day. He could barely speak. MJTV was calling him David M. Jala, who's a sex criminal. And Jala was fucking pissed. And so he wanted to beat up MJTV. And so he showed up and they did this. And then they went outside and then no one did anything. And they talked it out. And I think they're friends now. But that's the maddest he's ever been. Now the second maddest is now that Munchie's accusing him of underage commercial degeneracy. If you
Right? Hold on. I never paid for ass, bro. You fucked the business underage, and then you said no. She was 18 and 6 months. You fucked the business underage, and then you said no. She was 18 and 6 months. What? Who count months with adults? If your daughter is 19 months, that's one thing. Adult to say adult, she was 18 years old and not in 6 months. You're a predator. Hey, bro. Look,
So
listen.
Munchie's got this ducktail back here, this tuft of hair, like on his mid neck. It's like a little strip of hair, but it's supposed. So this is actually supposed to be up higher, right up underneath. The line for this should be right up underneath the occipital protuberance. But this isn't that. It looks. I mean, it's just, what is this? Shave this off and start over a little higher. Okay. Let's continue with this video.
Hey, if you gonna pay for some pussy, why pay for an 18-year-old anyway? No, hey, no. If you gonna pay for some ass, why pay for an 18-year-old?
So Munchie's asking pretty simple questions. They're like yes or no format. It's very simple. It's very understandable. The questions aren't super out of line or disrespectful. It's actually honest journalism, in my opinion. Those were great questions. But Jala didn't want to answer him. He wanted to give another answer to a question no one asked, which is whether she came to No Jumper or not. What? That's what Jala's yelling about, and his stutter is so forcible. It's so like when Jala sounds like this, in between words, that's when we've got a Jala. That's the sign of a Jala right there, a very angry Jala.
Why not 30? Answer that. Answer that. Man, it wasn't a lie, bro.
Bro, even if the girl is 18, that's what I've said. You know, the guys that date borderline, this is why you don't mess with borderline. 18, 19, that's too close to borderline. That's like right there. The guy, if you're going to do 18, you do 17, you do 16. The guys that are not predators, don't have predatory things in them, they would typically date older, 25 and up, right? And those are very obvious. You don't need to check an ID if a woman is 25 years or older. That's just really pretty much obvious. Even just from conversation, you're going to know. But for Flakko to make all these videos about Corey Holcomb doing pedo stuff, now they're talking about Roland Martin's sex tapes, and these are not people that I like. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it in the middle, right? If you're going to... And I'm not covering for him just because he's African. That doesn't... See, when it comes to pedo stuff, abuse, I'm not with the tribe when it comes to shit like that. I'm with morality first, okay? So fuck the tribe. You can't be this guy on YouTube talking about these things, and then there are these allegations about you, and this guy actually happens to know exactly who this girl is, and according to him, the girl was not even 18. She was going to be 18 in 6 months, but she was a pro. Just even messing with pros, right? We had this Abba and Preach stuff. We had the Anton Daniels issue. O'Shea has a laundry list, which I'm about to get to. And then we have now Flakko. Is there any, 300 plus thousand creators in a black space that do things right? It's hard to come across, man. And that tells to how much moral degradation exists on YouTube. Sometimes that's why I don't call myself a YouTuber. I don't want to be friends with none of these dudes. They are all awkward as hell. I'm never going to form a pact with any of these fuckers. I'll never collaborate with them. I don't want to hear their opinions on anything. Because you can't develop your mind around the way these people think.